Hello everybody, welcome back to Genius-loci. I'm your host Johan Staber. I'm a user experience designer with a degree in architecture, and today we are going to have a brief introduction about the United Nations building in Vienna, also known as City and Vienna International Centre. Let's get into it. United Nations in Austria is a huge international organization with over 5,000 people working from 125 different countries. It is located in Vienna, right next to the Danube River, connected with the underground line U1, which can take you to the city center in less than 15 minutes. United Nations in Vienna is an extraterritorial area, exempt from the jurisdiction of the local law, and also people who work at the UN are not subjected to pay local taxes. Before we dive into its architecture, let's check out the history that shaped the City into what it is today. After Austria became a full-fledged member of the United Nations in 1955, in 1956 they founded the new International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna. For a long time, the Chancellor of Austria, Bruno Kreisky, had the idea of building an international conference center. And in 1966, the UN decided to locate the United Nations Industrial Development Organization in Vienna. These two ideas overlapped, and Chancellor Kreisky offered the United Nations to build an international center that could embody whole UN organizations. In 1967, the left bank of the Danube was designated for the project with the joint decision of the city of Vienna and the government of Austria. United Nations was first not impressed with the location due to its being far away from the city center. But the city of Vienna promised a direct connection via public transportation, like underground and buses. To use the time efficiently and attract star architects, Austria wanted to hold an international, invited competition. But after the critics from the Austrian architects themselves, in 1968, they decided to create an open international competition with the Roland Rainer as the jury leader. A total of 275 projects from 50 different countries were submitted, and the jury picked 4 projects out of them as the solutions to the needs addressed in the competition briefing. However, they couldn't choose a winner project to be built. The jury said they all create a good solution. It's a matter of which architectural solution they want to build. Cesarpellis Project was the favorite one among the jury. The project offered a modular system placed on an axe that connects all the buildings and provides infrastructures. Conference buildings were placed at the beginning, followed by the office towers that rose up to 200 meters. The tower heights didn't take well from the city planners, and Pelle had to adapt his design in the second round of the competition. The second place went to British BDP architects. They used a similar design method using the axe as a connective element. Still, instead of using towers, they decided to mount the functions on the axe, resulting in a compact hill-like structure. However, because of the nature of this design, many rooms didn't receive sufficient sunlight, which became the main problem of this project. The German office Fritz Nowotny and Fritz Manner architects took the third place. Their project occupied a vast amount of base space as infrastructure and conference rooms. Each organization got their hexagonal-shaped towers scattered through the area connected by the base. The fourth place went to Austrian architect Johan Staber. A round conference building and Y-shaped office towers were all interconnected with each other on every level. Y-shaped towers allowed further expansion of the city simply by adding more buildings to the end, creating raster-like structure. After a year from competition, the jury still couldn't pinpoint a winner project. The time was running out and the people started to talk about the competition as a failure. Chancellor Kreisky took the initiative and declared Staber the winner of the competition. In 1973, construction of the new International Centre began, and it took 6 years to complete. Austria rented out the place to the United Nations for 1 shilling, which makes 7 cents for a year for the next 100 years. All the competition and construction costs were shared by the government of Austria and the city of Vienna. So guys, now we know the whole story of the building. Let's check out the plans and drawings that I have found in the Architecture Center of Vienna. The height of the Y-shaped office towers varies between 48 and 127 meters. and the superpowers of these towers come from their shape and functional organization. The plans of the office towers are all identical, which means they all have an infrastructure core that embodies the toilets and technical facilities in the middle. In contrast, all the office rooms are oriented towards the outer walls, allowing them to receive natural light regardless of their position. Vertical connection is solved by those pill-shaped structures that embody stairs and elevators placed on each end of the building. Those pill-shaped infrastructure elements connect vertically and horizontally between the buildings, allowing immense flexibility at the organizational level. If you move to the conference building, which has a round shape and rises to 5 levels, providing a flexible room solution that can be divided into 6 individual conference rooms. This conference building is dedicated to international organizations and directly connected with the office towers of the International Atomic Energy Agency and United Nations Industrial Development Organizations. The hexagonal conference center, on the other hand, serves as a platform for various meetings at the national and international levels. It has 8 conference halls that can be used in combinations. So this is it, guys. I hope you have now a glimpse of an idea about the United Nations building in Vienna. Especially learning about the other competition projects was very intriguing for me. Tell me in the comments which project would you choose if you were the Chancellor of Austria in 1960s. I hope you enjoyed this episode on Genius-loci. Please share this video with somebody you think might enjoy it as well. I believe sharing and expanding the knowledge is the best thing that we can do to make a better world. I wish you a glorious day and see you in the next video. Ciao!